Hello my friends, I am Jihondo and welcome back to our Let's Play of Aurora. This is episode 14. As I mentioned at the end of episode 13, between episodes here, I've done a little bit of cleanup for us. Specifically, I went and tagged colonies for every single bit of both Luylen and Luylen that had any materials whatsoever. So our colonies list is of course now looking much larger. I also assigned governors to every single one of them, even though some of them didn't have bonuses that were of any real value. I just like the idea of some guy sitting on a little asteroid saying, "This is mine, mine." Anyway, um, let's see, what else did I do? I've set Earth up to be building the sector command, as it already was, and I noticed that it had already a massive surplus of infrastructure, so I deleted the specific build for it as it's unnecessary. What else did I do? Oh, on the proper colonies, I went ahead and added a bunch of stuff to be built for both Luylen and Luyten. Basically just enough to get, once all these things are done, they'll be able to get going on their own. Apparently you are allowed to set up terraforming orders even if you don't have any terraformers yet, so I've gone ahead and set both of them to start doing what they're going to want to be doing. But obviously, right now they have no terraformers, so they're not going to be doing it. The other thing I noticed, and this was just another by accident click, on civilian mining colonies, you actually, if you go here, you can buy their actual output, especially for this one, because I'm really low on corundium. It's not as big a deal for this one, but, you know, geranium we use a lot of. So I've gone ahead and told them I'd like to purchase everything that they output, rather than having them just give me tax money, because frankly, we don't really need that. At this point, we're making 94,000 a year, so I'm not really worried about it. So anyway, I think that catches us up to where we were, so let's go ahead and see just how much we're spending to buy these minerals. That should be fine. Yeah, okay, so we're spending a fair bit, but it's totally worth it, because what that does is that unlocks the ability to have this mass driver, which obviously I didn't send them, they have it on their own, so I can now be sending all the stuff that they're doing to Earth. So basically I'm buying all their output, which is awesome. And we can see their stockpile is starting to drop, because they are, in fact, even though it's not showing it here, it only would show it here if I happen to be on the exact day it fired it. We can see that the stockpile is dropping. Don't make a liar out of me, please. The stockpile is dropping. Okay, it's going to make a liar out of me. That's fine. Anyway, I know they are sending me stuff, so that's fine. I would actually like to see this change. That way I would know for sure that they're sending me stuff, but unless they're sending me exactly what they're making, in which case I'm not sure if I ever get all the backlog or not, but anyway, if these not changing, that means they're sending me exactly what they're making, so that's fine. Let's check on our research, it's still going strong. And let's check on our fleets. Well, I say fleets, I'm only really worried about the one scout, but anyway. Okay, he still has plenty of fuel, and he's still surveying in the Luyten sector of the jump points, because all of the geological is done. I could send the actual geological teams over to the planets, but I don't know, they take so long, it hardly seems worth it, and it's so rare that they actually find anything new, but I suppose I should do it at least for some places, but like I say, it's pretty low priority, so. More interested actually in seeing that civilians start to get these things done. I've asked them to go ahead and pull these off so I can bring them somewhere else, but they seem very uninterested in doing so for some reason. Not sure why that is, but anyway. Not actually. I should actually check what they're actually doing. I'd like to think they're still actually doing something. Okay, so they're shipping infrastructure. So they're doing trade goods at this point, mostly. That's not really that helpful. What are you people doing? You're also just doing that. Although you did at least do some of the mines for me earlier, so I guess that's alright. Anyway. I guess that means down here we should actually start to see some mining happening. No, not yet. Not sure where they sent those mines then. Oh, they started out here. Okay, well, that's fine. As long as it's getting done, it's fine. Our sector command is done, so let's go ahead and set that up again. That was under this one, I think. Yes. So we'll now add Luylen to the already very busy fellow here. And that means now when I come here, these now have sector governors. Excellent. Again, it's not a huge bonus, but we might as well have it. There's no reason not to. I guess I should actually start sending... We don't have any people here yet, but I should start sending at least one ground unit over there, just to make sure there's no stability issues. Which was the Kilo, I think, right? I don't remember which ship's which here. Okay, the hotel was my giant... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this the easy way. Because I don't know what they're doing right now or why they're there, so we're just going to send you all home. And then I will figure out what you're doing afterwards. Okay, so there you go. Alright, so I can reconnect you all. Just so I can clear out these extra task groups that are not helping us. That's fine. That's fine. Send this back to Earth. Refuel, resupply, and just generally take care of that. Where is, there we are. Earth proper. Okay. Hey, minerals. Awesome. More minerals. Venus is being so nice to us. Must be that fear of the benevolent dictator thing, I guess. Some more minerals off some asteroid or something. One of the other ones, anyway. Okay, there we go. Kilo has arrived. That's what I was waiting on. Yeah. Okay. Right, so I think for now I'm going to split all these out just so it's easier for me to figure out what's what here. So right now I don't actually remember what each of these ships is. I really should rename them. Anyway, the Kilo is the one that's important because it's the ground troops. So on Earth we're going to load. Which one shall we take? Let's just take this garrison, I guess. Then we're going to go to not Luylen, but Luylen. I wish they had a lot different names, but anyway. Planet 2 is going to be... Oh no, or was it A2? That was A2. Was going to be our primary colony. So let's just go there. Okay. I don't want to drop them off yet because I'm not 100% sure I got the right one, so maybe I should start renaming these things or something, but anyway. But yes, it is A2. I recognize it from this view because I remember I was comparing A2 to A3 to figure out which one I actually wanted it to be. Okay, good enough. You stopped because overcrowding on the Echo. Okie dokie. Overcrowding on the Echo. Well, I guess that explains their low morale. Why do you have low morale? Like, okie dokie. Oh, right, you were the one that picked up the survivors from that wreck ages and ages and ages ago. Well, there's always that way to fix it, but that's not really the way I want to do it. There should be an option to drop them off, though. I just have to find it. Oh, there it is there. Unload survivors. Awesome. Okay. Let us do that. So that means that those guys have been sitting on that ship for years, floating around Earth, wondering when they were going to get to be let off the boat. And I think it's been over 10 years. Oops. Anyway, so if nothing else, that should now mean that the guys on the actual crew of the Echo, well, I mean, I have to give them more time, I guess, but they should now start to have morale improvement. Because they're no longer going to be... Yeah, there was 140 survivors plus the 20 crew, so we're basically at like 7 or 8 times capacity. No wonder they were upset. They'd be jammed shoulder to shoulder, and you know, you'd be standing on the shoulders of the guy underneath you, and it'd be like 3 deep, and it'd be awful. Kind of funny, but awful. Okay, that's a problem. They went from having way too many crew to now half of them just died from a lack of life support. Okie dokie. Okay. Echo. Yeah, crew orders are breaking down. So let's do this the real easy way. Let's ask you, since you're already at Earth, to go ahead and do an overhaul, even though it looks like it should be fine, and a resupply. Let's see if that will fix you up. You don't want to overhaul. Fine. Okay. Fine. What you want is to be difficult. Fine. Okay. Let's see if you're capable of repairing yourself then, while floating in orbit around Earth. If not, I'm just going to scrap it. Okay, so your repairs are working. Okay. Well, you're going to run out of supplies unless I tell you explicitly to keep resupplying, which I can do. Supply parts low, resupply at colony. There, that should sort you out. Okay, I don't really need to be told about it every single time, but okay. So be it. Found new stuff. That's good. Okay, so it hasn't complained about repairs in a while, which means I think it should be completely okay. No, not quite. Still has a bit more to go, but it should be just about done being okay now. Right. In the meantime, I saw it also had research labs that were bored. Let's fix that. Let's work on what? Maybe more energy weapons. turret speed. I'm going to be relying on turrets a lot, I'm assuming. Okay. Are we going to move on here? Well, a little bit we jumped ahead, which I guess means you're not complaining. And looks like the scout wants to come home. Okay, we can do that. We can absolutely do that before the morale gets too low. So you will come out here to Sol Point, to Earth, where you will overhaul, resupply, refuel, not picket. Don't want picket. I said refuel on Earth. Thank you. Well done. Excuse me. Alright. You stopped for nothing. Awesome. Well done. Should see the Belgrath arriving any minute now. It's a very fast ship, so it should not take long to get here. And there it is. So it's refueling, resupplying, and all that. It's probably done now. That's right, I cannot do these overhauls because I never built enough of the maintenance facilities. Because each one only does 200 tons, so I figured I need about 50 of these stupid things. But I guess we can keep building them. They're very expensive on neutronium. But I guess needs must and all that, so let's go ahead and build a bunch. Research in the meantime is fine. Excellent. Do we have population over here yet? Nope, not yet. Infrastructure has not yet arrived. Okay, that's fine. What is the Belgrath's morale now? Still a bit low because they have not done enough yet, so we'll give them another month. Are you going to just keep complaining? Is that the plan? Are you just going to keep complaining? Okay. Try that. And now we'll bump ahead a month. There. Now that you've had a full month off, you really should be happy again. Excellent. Okay. Now you didn't refuel though. Is that because I ran out? Nope, it's just I put them out of order so it didn't do the refuel. That's fine, we can fix that. Seems to spend a lot of time fixing things in this game. Anyway, so we will refuel. That should not take long at all. Good. So now that you have a full tank of gas, we will send you back over to not Luylen, but Luylen. Yeah, I really don't like that these names are so similar. Anyway, back to Luylen, where you will continue with your survey nearest. And when you run low on fuel, I want you to try to fly home. if you can. And if you run low on supplies, to try to get more of those as well. I'm not sure that one will work, but we'll try it. Anyway, now let's pop over to Luylen itself and watch that ship come in and start doing some work. Labs are done. Labs are done. Okay, let's get some more defensive stuff. Improve shield regenerate sounds delightful. Do so now. Okay, excellent. Oh, is it done completely already? I thought it still had some to do. Okay, that's why it defaults to geo. We need to do grav. Okay. Not a problem. We are running out of neutronium on Earth. That's not good. That's really not good. I'll bet it's because I have this doing expansion. Well, it's up to 800,000. I guess that's enough now. Yeah, we're completely gutted. And we're not producing anymore, so it's only whatever we're getting sent for neutronium. And that is going to be mostly coming from Venus, it looks like. A little bit from Titan. You're completely done, and they still haven't picked your stuff up yet. And neither of the civilian mines have anything. Okay. So be it. Yeah, this is going to have to be much, 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 much bigger. I guess you would need hundreds and hundreds of these things, really. It's kind of crazy. Right now I must have, what, 35 of them? Not even close to enough. Not even close to enough. Oh, and they take neutronium, so definitely that's not going to happen. Okay. Never mind then. Never mind. Alright, let's keep rolling here. See if anything interesting will pop out. Oh, I guess this guy has done the dropping off of troops here, right? Really should be by now. It's been sitting there for ages. Oh, that's right. I wasn't sure what planet it was, so I told it not to actually do it yet. Oops. Anyway, yes, it's definitely this planet that Kilo's in front of. So Kilo can here at A2 drop off that battalion, and when you're done, go home, refuel, resupply, and just generally hang out. Okay, and we had a research done, so let's do... Is there anything else I should be getting that would help? I could get the Sorium harvester. That would help with these gas giants. I could have that generating fuel instead of burning through the Sorium here on Earth. I accidentally clicked on the sectors. Now it has to load that map. Sorry guys, this takes a minute. Yes, thank you, goodbye. I mean, we do have a fair amount of Sorium on hand, but I don't like that we're still burning through it so much, so I want to shut that off. We're going to research the Sorium extractor, and I think I'm going to build an actual, just basically a fueling ship, so its only job in life, you know, float over to the nearest gas giant, sit there for however long it takes to bleed it dry, come back, and then just drop off all the fuel. We can't have it just drop off the Sorium directly, but we can absolutely harvest it as fuel. As far as I know, that's the only thing Sorium's used for anyway, so that should be okay. Okay, so that's dropped the troops off there. So now, if I check them, they should now have, yes, actual policing and defense and all that. Still have no actual population here, but when some arrive, they're going to be well policed. Anyway, I guess it's a good thing that these don't actually take damage from being on a hostile environment with no infrastructure yet, because none has arrived yet, even though they've been calling for it for quite some time. Our lazy civilian friends apparently could not be bothered. Anyway. And things are going just fine over here, right? Yep, they're still going fine. Let's just push on a little bit more. We're getting close to time control here, so I don't want to push too much further before I end this episode, but I'd like to see how far we can go. Okay, so you are completely done. All scans of both of these external systems, so you can absolutely now go home until we decide to build the next gate. And I'm not sure that I want to do that just yet, because at this point the Luylen system is not even started and the Luylen system is barely started. So I think at this point I'm going to let the scout just kind of go home, relax, and have a bit of a break. That will be good. And that's also an excellent spot to end this episode, so until next time, folks, stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.